Imagine this. You're lying in bed, eyes closed, and suddenly you've just won a lottery. $10 million. Every number matched. Your hands are shaking. Or picture this. A wealthy stranger walks straight up to you on the street, looks you in the eye, and hands you millions of dollars. No conditions, no explanation, just yours. And now your mind takes over completely. You're buying the car first. The Lamborghini, the Rolls Royce, maybe both. Then the mansion, floor-to-ceiling windows, a private pool, a walk-in closet bigger than your current apartment. You're booking a first-class flight, island hopping, watching sunsets from the deck of a yacht in Monaco. The Rolex is on your wrist. The jewelry is real. The shopping never stops. You're sending money to your family, clearing every debt, living a life that feels almost too good to be real. And then your alarm goes off. But here's what matters. For those few minutes, it felt completely real. And the smile on your face? That was absolutely real. Welcome to the psychology of people who imagine fake scenarios. And what's happening inside these minds is far more powerful than the world gives them credit for. These are the quiet ones, the ones staring out the window. Not because they're bored, but because they're living an entirely different life inside their head. And it goes far beyond money. They imagine the moment their manager calls them in and says, "You've been promoted." They picture their exam results, straight A's, top of the class, a phone call home full of pride. They're sitting in an imaginary cafe with their closest friends, laughing over things only they understand. They're spending time with a boyfriend or girlfriend, doing nothing special, just feeling loved and present. Some go further back to childhood afternoons that smelled like summer and carried no deadlines. They return to those memories not because they're stuck, but because that time once made them feel completely whole. And some dream at an entirely different scale. They imagine becoming a famous singer, walking onto a stadium stage while thousands scream their name. Or a celebrated actor, doing work they're genuinely proud of. Others picture their social media exploding overnight. Millions of followers, a real platform, a voice that reaches the world. These aren't delusions. These are ambitions quietly playing out in the safest space available, the mind. Let's come back to the money fantasy because it deserves a real conversation. These people don't just think, "I have money." They live it in full cinematic detail. The exact car model, the color of the interior, the way the engine sounds. They mentally walk through every room of a house they designed themselves. They feel the ocean air on that yacht. They spend in their heads with the same deliberateness someone else spends in real life. And here's what's fascinating. This doesn't just feel good. It actually works. It builds an internal emotional relationship with success before it physically arrives. It creates hunger. It makes people push harder, stay longer, quit less. Because deep inside, they've already tasted it. They know exactly what they're working toward because they've already lived it. Beyond ambition, these scenarios deliver something most people desperately search for: peace. The stress of today becomes quieter when your mind is inside something beautiful. And many of these people share one quiet habit. They do this most intensely right before sleep. Instead of replaying problems, they build a world. Within minutes, the mind settles, the body relaxes, and sleep arrives faster and deeper than most people ever manage. That is not laziness. That is the most intelligent thing a stressed mind can do for itself. Science has caught up with what these people have always known instinctively. A study published in Psychological Science found that regular mind wanderers scored significantly higher on both creative intelligence and working memory. The biggest daydreamers were also the most mentally sharp. Dr. Jerome Singer, a pioneer in this field, spent decades studying what he called positive constructive daydreaming, and concluded it is directly connected to creativity, emotional balance, and healthy psychological functioning. Not a flaw, a genuine strength. Research from the University of Wisconsin confirmed that people who engage in positive, future-oriented imagination show measurably lower cortisol levels. The body responds to imagined safety almost identically to real safety. So the next time you catch yourself mentally spending lottery winnings, or walking through your dream home, or replaying a childhood afternoon that it once made you feel completely at peace, do not dismiss it. You are not avoiding life. You are processing it, preparing for it, and quietly building the hunger to go out and actually create it. Your mind is not wandering. It is working.